Hi guys, it's Liz here. And Misty, again, making a liar out of me when I said it was rare. And we are back with another daily dose of guidance. So, as usual, I intend to start with the energy oracle cards for a message of guidance. Now you see Misty here, but she is being a little camera shy. She's curled up with her back to us rather than facing us, but Luna she's taking a sip of water right now, but she is awake, so we know what that means. If you're not new here, we will likely be seeing her shortly, where she will use Misty as a pillow, because zero boundaries. Okay, so we are tapping into that divine wisdom though to see what divine wisdom wants to come through, what guidance wants to come through. That's going to serve our highest good. See if there's any change up in theme, because this week the theme was very much about clearing negative negative ancestral karma, and leaning on our loved ones for support and being open to receiving that support. So let's see if the theme continues or if it's going to be changed up. Luna's also just grabbing a snack, so if you hear some crunching in the background, that's just her. Now I also have the chakra cards, the soul coaching cards, and the Archangel Metatron cards off to the side here too, just in case the message either wants to come through one of those decks rather than the energy oracle cards, or if we want to expand on what message does come through the energy oracle cards, if we need additional clarity or additional guidance that wants to come through one of the other decks. Okay, so it's a little different this time so far. Okay, so we have the world, but in reverse. Okay. So you may be feeling, I'm going to just start with this. So you may be feeling like you're feeling a little disconnected. You might be feeling a little disconnected right now from the collective. Okay. Now we spoke into this a little bit yesterday in the sense of some, may have been triggered by Valentine's Day and they're just feeling really lonely. And that may, okay. That may also be playing into this feeling of just feeling disconnected from the collective. Okay, now we also have financial constraints. Okay, and that's upright. So let's see. I'm just going to tap into this real quick to see what the message here is with the cards combined, because we have financial constraints, so obviously we're feeling a little financially, constrained, right? We're feeling maybe a little broke, a little poor. Maybe we have a limiting belief that money is hard to come by, okay? Or just feeling that lack. We're feeling a lack of financial abundance, okay? So let's see how this taps in together with the world in reverse and financial constraints, okay? Okay, so one message that's coming through is that perhaps a business of yours, like a bit like you were either like an owner of the business, that this may have due to the Rona and all of that, your business may have gone under. Okay, this I'm also feeling like, because where there's this big whole hoopla thing about the stocks a couple of weeks ago, and people had lost money in that, but they were like the elite. So they lost some money, but like they're still good. You know, like they're not really feeling that, you know, financial constraint. They're going to make that money back. Or even if they didn't, they're still millionaires. They're real good no matter what. So but I do feel like this is more like you are someone who was the owner of a business, specifically one that was available online. It was like an online business, or where you were selling something, but you were able to ship it online, right? Because we have this world, but it's in reverse. So I'm feeling like there was an internet access, you know, type of deal with your business. Okay, so if you're like me and you're a coach, that you're able to, you know, just hop on Zoom and have a coaching call. But it may be something more like where you were selling something like on Etsy, and you're able to, you know, have shipping again via online. So I'm feeling like there's that aspect of it, and that maybe that business, even though it was available in some way, shape, or form online, that because of some of the obstacles that are going on right now, with either the Rona, or even very, very recently with Mercury in retrograde, because that bit me real hard in the ass. So, and I've heard that from other people too, that this particular Mercury retrograde, I don't know if it has to do with the stellium that happened in Aquarius or what have you, but I've heard that this Mercury retrograde was particularly brutal, not just on me, but on quite a few others. So this may have also been something that either, you know, sort of put a dent in your business, or it just, you know, crumbled altogether. Nope. Ooh, okay. So I'll show you that in a minute, but that's what I'm feeling, is that there was like an internet aspect to it, and either because of the Rona, or Mercury retrograde, or maybe something else, an obstacle came up and either, you know, took that option away from you temporarily, or your business it crumbled. Okay. Now, what else came through here is envy. Okay. So we're looking at others and what they have, and we're envious of it. Okay. So there could be other businesses that, you know, maybe went through something similar as you, but yet you look at and you're like, why are they okay? Why are they thriving? Or why are they, you know, keeping their heads above water? My business isn't, right? And just feeling like I want what they have, right? Or even if it's not the business itself, but just like the material aspect of it, or the money part of it, where you're looking at somebody and you're like, or maybe your business isn't even under, okay? Maybe your business isn't even crumbling, or, you know, not really taking a, you know, that dent or whatever. It could just be that your business isn't doing as well as you either thought it would or hoped it would, and you're envious. You're like, why are they doing so good? And, you know, I have a very similar business model. Why am I not doing as good as them, right? It kind of feels like that, like you're really comparing yourself and or your business to others who are seemingly more successful than you are, and making more money and having more clients, or, you know, or patrons or whatever they're doing. Oh, here she comes. I see. And there's the Luna. Oh, she's going to take her bath before she uses Misty as a pillow. I should have known. So she's going to take her loud, disgusting, nasty-ass bath behind me as I give this message. Excuse me. And then very likely, when she is done taking her nasty-ass bath, she's going to take a nap on top of Misty. Because zero boundaries. Okay, so yeah, so I'm feeling like, even if you're like, this, you know, I don't have a business, you know, I'm just, you know, I just have like a 9-to-5 type of job, or what have you, you know, that the work or job or career type of aspect may not be resonating with you, but it can still speak into that feeling of, I'm not as successful in blank as I thought I would be, or as I hoped I would be, and why are they, you know, so successful at blank and I'm not, and I want what they have, right? So this could be anything. This could be, you know, why, you know, I wanted a family and I don't have one. How come everyone else around me has a family and I don't, right? Like it could be anything like that, okay? Anything where you're looking and comparing yourself to others, where you're like, this is the dream I had, this is the goal I had, and it's not happening, or it's not happening as fast as I'd like, or as much as I'd like, and how come everyone else around me seems to be doing, you know, seems to have all this success in whatever area, and I'm not, okay? So let's see if we can get some guidance around how to work with this energy, how to turn it from harmful to helpful. Okay, let's get some guidance around healing this, letting it go, or like I said, just shifting it from harmful to helpful, because there is a helpful energy to something like envy. Envy, when turned to helpful, okay, is there can be a gratitude in seeing what other people have accomplished and saying, okay, well, if they can do it, I can do it, right? And following either, if you're able, you know, if you're able to, if you can see like kind of a clear stepping path of how they got there, you can just follow that same path, or just being able to see, well, what else would I, there isn't a clear path to it, you know, if it's something that's just out of your control, okay, like say having a child could be totally out of your control, right? So, and you can do everything right, and for some reason it's just not happening, okay? So there may not be like a clear-cut path like that, but you can look at it and say, okay, well, this gives me clarity, right? This lets me know I really want this thing, right? You can look at the person who has it and say, thank you for giving me clarity on my vision, right? There can be helpful aspects to envy, okay? So let's see if there are any other guidance that wants to come through about this energy. I think it might want to come through. We'll keep shuffling just a little bit here, but it might want to come through one of the other decks. Oh, she's so nasty. I don't, if you can hear that, I'm sorry. She's so nasty. Oh, okay, here we go. Okay, okay. So this is, I'm going to say this is part of the guidance, because like I said, I do feel like there's more from one of the other decks. I'm just not sure which one. Okay, but we have yin and yang. Okay, so this is balance. This is very much about balancing the masculine and feminine energies. Okay? So really about, because it's a masculine and feminine energy, so we want to take intuitive action. That's what I'm hearing. Intuitive action here in order to attain our goal, whatever that goal is. Like I said, it could be career or business. It could be like a family thing, whatever, however it resonates to you, whatever your goal is, that when you look at someone else and you're envious and you're like, why don't I have that? Okay, this is about taking intuitive action. Okay, like normally this is really just about balancing, but that's just what I'm hearing right now, is about taking intuitive action. Let's see what else. You know what, I'm going to try the chakra cards. See if anything wants to come through that. Okay. So if any other guidance or clarity or continuation, maybe, because I said with the yin and yang, this is about taking intuitive action, the cards here might be able to give us a little bit more on what that would be or what that might look like. So let's just take a gander, see what the chakra cards have to say about this. See if anything else wants to come through just as we're shuffling here. Well, it looks like she might just take a nap instead of using Misty as her pillow. Okay. Okay, I'm also hearing from Archangel Gabriel that she's been giving you messages about, like, sort of like in a muse almost sort of way, but she's been trying to give you messages in regards to what action may aid your highest good in this particular area, okay? Now, she's very much about communication, so this may also have to do with that, but she's anything that has to do with, like, communication, or if that's like your business, right, is around communication. So like I said, for me, would be very much around coaching, right? There's a lot of, it's all about communication and coaching. So, or it could be like an art thing, it could be music, anything like that, okay? But I feel like she's been trying to come through and sort of whisper messages. She's been trying to whisper messages to you. You may or may not have picked up on them though, but she's been trying. So there's also that energy of that disconnect. So I'm also feeling like the disconnect may not just be from the collective, but from sort of that universal, divine wisdom energy. Okay, so you might also be feeling like, like there's a block maybe somewhere either in that crown chakra or in the throat chakra that has left you feeling sort of like you're just not able to tap into that divine wisdom or the intuition, having a hard time being able to hear your spirit guides and angels, okay? And that's throat chakra, okay? Because it also connects to the ears. And of course, the crown chakra is very much about unity with the divine. So if you're feeling maybe a little disconnected from that, you may have been having a hard time hearing the messages that Gabriel's been trying to whisper to you to help you out. Here we go. Okay, I get it. Yep. Okay, so we also have visualization. Okay, and that's third eye. That's the third eye right here, okay? So the third eye with visualization, with this intuitive, so there may also be maybe an imbalance of some kind in the third eye. Maybe not, okay? So this is about tapping into the visualization of your vision, right? So you have this vision, but I feel like because there may, even though it came upright, there may be an imbalance there, okay? Because we're feeling a little disconnected, right? And it's making it more difficult for you to be able to tap in, because this is all that psychic abilities. That's where these psychic abilities are, is in that third eye chakra, okay? So it's going to make it more difficult if there's an imbalance of some kind here. So that's, so it could be blocked, it could be overactive, or it could be imbalanced in the sense of going from one extreme to the other, okay? So if there is some kind of imbalance, it could be a blockage, that's kind of what I'm feeling, or just a, what do I want to say, like a decrease here, okay? Not like fully blocked, not, cut off, but just like, it's just like running a little slow, right? It's running a little slower than what you'd want for a healthy third eye chakra, okay? A little sluggish, okay? So you may have sort of like, this is what I'd like to have, right? Whatever that is. This is how I would like things to go. This is, this is the dream, okay? But maybe there's a lack of clarity around being, really specific. Let's see what else. Like having the balance of that yin and yang, okay? That masculine and feminine energy of, so the feminine is very creative, but she doesn't always know the nuts and bolts of a thing, of how to create the thing. She knows that she knows what she wants to create, but she doesn't always know how to get it done. And that's where the masculine energy comes in, and that's able to come in and be, logical and analytical, and is the energy of action. Okay, so feminine is more like dreamy, creative that way, and masculine is more, how do we take this dream and make it, a physical thing? How do we go from dream to thing, right, to an actual thing? So we want to get into that. So we're being asked to do some visualization, so meditation, but visualization work, and getting really, really clear on exactly what it is we want, and then with the masculine energy, how to create that thing. Okay, now sometimes I will say really quick, when we're manifesting something, when we're manifesting a dream into reality, we don't always know how it's going to work, or we're so like rigid, this is how it's going to happen, that we don't allow for that feminine flow energy of just letting it come as it's going to come through. Okay, so there's that as well. So we want to keep that in mind, that we want to have, see, these are, okay, I'm hearing it now, these are the messages that Gabriel has been trying to whisper to you. Okay, it is the intuitive guidance. This is how you're going, if you follow that intuition, this is how you're going to make your dream, how you're going to manifest your dream into reality. Okay, so we want to really make sure that the throat chakra, okay, so the upper chakras, so these upper chakras, the throat, the third eye, and the crown chakra, we really want to make sure that these are clear of blockages, negative karmas. Okay, we really want to make sure it's balanced. We want to make sure these upper chakras are clear and balanced and healthy. Okay, and we can do this through a myriad of ways. One of them is visualization. Okay, we can also, so there's energy work, meditation. We can call on the archangels, okay, to help us clear these out. Okay, just to name a few. So we want to make sure these are all clear, okay, and balanced, and then we can hear and feel and tune into those psychic abilities. Okay, so your psychic abilities, the strongest ones that we know about are clairaudient, so that's clear hearing, clairvoyance, that's clear seeing, clairsentience, that's clear feeling, and then claircognizance, I can never say that word, which is clear knowing. You just know, okay? And so the clairsentience is really more tapped into that because it's clear feeling, so it's that intuitive feeling, okay? So when the third eye specifically is clear and balanced, okay, you're really going to be able to tap into your psychic abilities. And everybody has psychic abilities to some degree. You may have one stronger than the other. You may have a few. For me, I have 3 of the 4. I have clear cognizance, because we all do, but it's probably my weakest one. So you may find that too. So we want to tap into that energy to be able to, and we want to see with the harmful energies of envy. This is what we want to clear out of our energy field and our chakras, okay? This is the energy that's clogging this all up, okay? Is this envy. So we want to clear that negative karma, that harmful energy of envy, and we can transmute it, shift it to something that is helpful. We can actually shift envy into gratitude, okay? Through, being able to, instead of looking at someone else and comparing yourself and being sort of envious, right, of what that person has, shifting it and saying, thank you for showing me what I can create, that it is possible to create it. Even if you don't know what steps they took to get there, you've seen now that it is possible. So some way it is possible. So you can be, so there's that energy of gratitude. Thank you for showing me that it is possible, that whatever my dream is, it is possible to manifest that into reality. Okay? Okay, and so like I said, once this energy is all clear of that harmful energy of envy, then we can start to take that intuitive action and really listen in on Gabriel's whispering to us. Some guidance that's going to serve our highest good. Okay? Can you see that? Look at that. Okay. So that is our message for today. I hope you found it helpful, and I will see you tomorrow with another Daily Dose of Guidance. Bye.